Hello my dolls, welcome back again to Feminine Touch. If this is your first time, welcome. I really hope you end up staying and joining the community. But if this is not your first time, welcome back my dolls. So dolls, in today's episode, it's a Valentine's Day special. That's why I'm wearing my red top today. I'm not really sure when exactly I'm gonna post this. It's either on Valentine's Day or before Valentine's Day. But anytime I post it, I want to wish you a wonderful, amazing, juicy, fun-filled, love-filled Valentine's Day and a happy Valentine's Day to you. So in lieu of Valentine's Day, I decided to make this topic about self-love and how you can set standards in your relationships. And this could be platonic relationships or, like actual love relationships or even friendships, and just literally in general, any relationship you have. This could be with your family or your friends, your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, whoever. This is how you can set the standards in that through embodying self-love. The first thing I want to do is talk about standards and what standards mean. So I took the liberty to Google the meaning of standards and a lot of things came up. The one that really resonated with this topic today and what I want to say is standards are something used as a measure or a norm. So it's like a measure or a norm. This is the norm. This is the standard. This is the requirement. This is what is needed. So that's literally standard. For instance, when you're applying for a job, the requirements, that's the standard. It's like we are only accepting people who have 2 years experience in Microsoft, for instance, and you have to have graduated, you have to know how to speak English, or you have to know how to speak Italian, like whatever that is. There's a standard for that job. And that's the same way you have to have a standard for your relationships. And when you don't have a standard, you fall for anything. It's that whole thing, like when you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. It's the same thing here. When you do not have a standard, you fall for anything. You allow anyone to just treat you anyhow because you don't even know how you want to be treated. I'm about to tell you how you can start getting treated how you want to. The first thing is you even have to know what your standards are. If you don't have a standard, of course you're going to accept anything because you're not even going to know if that's how you want to be treated, if this is good enough for you. If not, you're just going to accept anyone's behavior, and that's unacceptable. If you're listening to me, if you're part of this community, we have standards, okay? Like we have standards here. We have high standards, not even just normal standards. We have high standards, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is know how you want to be treated in relationships and also friendships and also normal people. How you want normal people to react to you. How you want normal people to treat you. When you go out, the Uber driver or the cashier or like whoever you run into, like how do you want people to treat you? Sit down and really think about this. And this is something I did. So I sat down and was like, how do I actually want, like my relationship to look like, my friends, how other people treat me. And I was like, okay, I want to be treated with love. I love love. So I want to be treated with love. I want to be treated with respect. It's very important for me. I want to be treated with integrity. You have to treat me with integrity. Compassionate. So these are just a few things that I actually listed, and I was like, this is what I require. This is my standard. This is the norm. This is what I'm going to use to measure how I'm going to allow people to treat me. So once you have that, this is the trick, and this is where self-love comes in. You realize, do I treat myself in the same way? You have a video which you can watch here after this video on why people say they want princess treatment or queen treatment, but they don't get that. And this is where self-love comes in, because I hear a lot of people saying, my man has to do this for me and do that for me, and he has to show up for me every time. Like, how did he say he's gonna call me by 5 and not call me by 5? I want a man. And that's where, like, for me, and that's where integrity comes in. I want you to say you're gonna do something and do it. And it goes to the self, because remember, we're mirroring everything back to us. Are you treating yourself with integrity? Do you treat yourself with love? Do you treat yourself with compassion? This is where everything comes in, because once you realize that, oh my God, like, I don't even treat myself with love, how do I expect other people to treat me with love? It doesn't work that way. Do you like insult yourself? You look at yourself in the mirror. You know that whole scene, if you have watched Mean Girls, you know that whole scene where like they come back from school, drop their bags, and you're like, oh, my cellulite, oh, I have strap match hair, or I don't like how my tummy looks, or like whatever that is. Do you do the same thing for yourself? Do you always look at yourself in the mirror and like, oh, my skin looks really bad today, oh God, I'm so ugly, I don't like this, oh my God, I have fat arms, I don't like it, oh, my neck, I don't like how my neck looks? Like, do you always insult your body? Do you not like yourself? Do you not like how you look? Also, do you not treat yourself with respect? Do you say, you know what, today I'm gonna try, this year I'm gonna try and eat really clean, I want to take care of my body, I want to be more healthy, I want to start going to the gym. And when it's time for you to go to the gym, you're like, oh God, I don't want to do it today, I'm not gonna do it today. Like, this was literally me this morning, I'm not gonna lie. It was time for Pilates. I was like, oh my God, I cannot stand up from the bed today. My bed just feels softer than normal. I cannot stand up today. But of course, like, this is where also discipline comes in. I was like, no, this is something you said you're gonna do, stand up, do it. One thing you have to remember is the subconscious mind is always there, listening and seeing what you're saying. So the subconscious mind is like, okay, let's see if she's gonna stand up today. So it's like, if you say, I'm gonna go to the gym today, and you're like, you know what, F that, I'm not doing that today, we're gonna do it another time, and then you just go about your day, your subconscious mind is seeing it. It's like, okay, she's not a girl of her, she's not a woman of her words. You know, she says she's gonna do something, she doesn't do it. That's already in the subconscious mind, and that's where you're gonna mirror back to people. You're gonna be attracting people who have no reason why they should be telling you why they're gonna do things and not end up doing them. I think like that's even the worst kind of people. This is me going on a rant, but when you just like encounter some people where it's like, you don't even ask them for anything, they're like out here promising you heaven and earth, and it's like, okay, but where is heaven and earth? Like, but where is it? You know? So like, you keep on attracting people where it's like, I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna do that for you, and I'm gonna do that for you, and I'm gonna treat you like this and do this for you, and they don't even do half of what they say they're gonna do. And look at yourself, like, are you doing the same thing to yourself? And this is something I had to do. Like, this is something, everything I talk about here is personal to me, because I remember when I met this guy and he was like promising me the whole world. I was like, okay, well, I'm not like asking for this, but okay, if you want to give me the whole world, okay, I'll collect it. But he didn't even do like anything. I was like, wait, something's not adding up. Why is he promising to do all this for me and he's not doing it? And I was like, wait, I think I do that for myself. Like, the thoughts just came in because I was really wondering. I was like, wait, this makes no sense. Like, I didn't ask for any of this. He's the one who's coming, talking about, I'm gonna do this for you and do that for you, and he's not even doing anything. And then I was really thinking about this. I was like, this makes no sense. And then the thought just came. I feel like that was literally God just telling me that, listen, I hear you and you deserve that, but you are not also doing the things you said you were going to do for yourself. And I think that was just like an aha moment for me. I was like, oh my God, that's true. I say I'm gonna start doing this and I'm gonna do that and do this and do this. I never end up doing any of them. Like, of course this is happening to me. Of course I'm attracting this kind of person. And I kid you not, the time I said F that, when I realized that, I was like, F that, you know what, I'm gonna start doing these things, I'm gonna start saying, I'm gonna start building discipline in my life and attracting people who were in integrity too. And that's when I sat down and wrote how I want to be treated and everything, and I have that now. Like, you literally have to do that for yourself first. Oh, I want someone who like buys me flowers every time. Are you stingy with yourself? Do you buy yourself flowers? Do you go out and you're like, oh my God, that's like so expensive for flowers, please, I don't think I want that. But you're here demanding it from someone else, but you can't even, you're not even willing to do it for yourself. You know, I'm not talking about the money here. Like, let's just forget about the money. If you don't have the money to do it, then you don't have the money to do it. But if you have the money to do it, if you know that if I had this money, I would definitely buy myself that, you know? It's like flowers. Yeah, I go out, I buy myself flowers, you know, so I demand this for them. I know how I treat myself. I know how much I've spent on courses, how much I've invested in myself. You know, I do Pilates, I read, I take care of my brain. Like when you talk about what's the most expensive thing you have, it's here, it's my brain, because I take care of my brain so much. I take care of my energy, I take care of what it's around me. I'm eating healthy, like I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. So there's no way I'm gonna accept less, because this is the standard. You know, this is the standard. This is how I treat myself. So you cannot come into my life and treat me lesser than I treat myself. Like, I know how I treat myself, you know? So if you come in, it's like, okay, well, listen, if you're not giving me more, or at least on the same level, you don't deserve to be in my field. You just don't deserve to be in my field, because I know how much I've invested in myself. You know, and you have that confidence, that courage to say that. Because if you go out and you're like, well, I'm not going to accept a man who doesn't do this, or I'm not going to accept a friend who doesn't do this, I'm not going to accept a friend who is not loyal, where you're out here talking about your friend behind her back every single time, backstabbing her, laughing, you know, with other people, with your other friends about her, and you're here wanting a loyal friend and you're not even loyal yourself. It doesn't work that way. The universe is not stupid. It doesn't work that way. You can't be wanting something that you are not. So this is why you have to really cultivate that self-love. You know, it's Valentine's Day. Like, love on yourself. It's like, how do you give yourself a gift? Give yourself something nice. You know, like really show yourself that you love yourself. Do the things you say you were gonna do. Buy the things for yourself. Treat yourself nicely. Take yourself out, you know, like dinner dates. Like, do all that. Romance yourself. Seduce yourself first. Everything comes in here. And once you have really cultivated that, and you are now really embodied in self-love, like true self-love, not like narcissist type self-love, like true self-love. Like, if you love yourself, you carry yourself in high regards, you're only gonna attract people who also see you in that light. And I'm gonna give you a story. Like, even if you don't attract people who are in the standard you want, they will want to get to that standard. It's like, I've been with some people, some men who, you know, come into my field at first, and I see that, I mean, they're good people, like normal good people, but it's like, they don't really take care of themselves that much. They don't really like spend time. I like a man with who's really clean and hygienic, but you can see that some people are just like, you can see he just rushed out of bed today and just like came to class or whatever. And it's like, no, like I'm literally spending like 3 hours plus for my morning routine. And I know that's a girl. I'm a girl. Of course, I have makeup, hair. I'm not expecting my man to spend 3 hours plus, but I'm saying he takes time. He cares about his appearance too. You know, you don't have to come here looking like ASAP Rocky, you know, with a whole fit. I don't really care about that. Do you take care of yourself? Do you do pedicures for yourself? Do you do manicures for yourself? Do you shower? Like, some people don't even shower. Do you shower? Do you know, apply deodorant? Are you clean? And I see the up level. Like, I'm telling you, like, there was this man I was dating at this point, and then first date, you know, I kind of see he was like, I don't really think so. I kid you not, third date, I started complimenting his scent. I was like, oh my God, you smell so good. Like, he upgraded like this, because I feel like he knew. Like, they always know it's in your energy. They know that. I mean, you can see me. You can see how, you know, I carry myself. I take care of myself. I always smell good. You know, that's important to me. I ensure my nails are done. Like, I take good care of my hygiene. I'm not a dirty girl. Like, you know, like, I hear some people don't shower. Please, if you're not showering, why are you not showering? But that's another topic for another day. But, you know, like, I shower and I do the whole thing. I do the whole freaking thing. Like, I spend so much time in the bathroom that my mom is like, what's happening? Like, what's literally happening? But that's me. I'm not expecting everyone to like do too much. Of course, you don't have to do too much. I just like doing extra because I'm extra. But, you know, are you taking care of yourself? And because I require that for myself, that standard for myself, I require it for other people too. I'm not gonna be a very good, amazing, loyal friend to my friends. Never tell their secrets. Keep, like, if you're my friend, I consider you a friend, I'm loyal for life. Like, even if we stop talking, like, I'm still loyal to you. Trust me, no one's hearing your secrets anymore. Like, I'm a loyal person. So I expect that same thing from you. And if I realize that, wait, this person doesn't deserve my loyalty, I'm out. Because you're not loyal yourself. And you see your friend, like, not being loyal to her other friend, someone who she claims is her really good friend, and she's out here laughing at that friend, making fun of that friend. That's clearly not a loyal person. And she doesn't deserve you in her life because you're loyal. So my dolls, I hope you really understand where I'm coming from today, because like I said, I want every one of us to have an amazing, beautiful, juicy, delicious life. And in order to have that, you have to know how you even want that life to look like. And in order to do that, you have to also be embodied. You know, we mirror back energies to us. If you don't carry yourself in integrity and say, I'm gonna do this and do it, and expect someone else to tell you that you're gonna do something and do it, that's hypocritical. It's like, why would you think you deserve this when you're not even that person? So remember, sit down, get a sheet of paper or a notepad, whatever. Write down your new standards, how you want to start being treated in your relationships, in your friendships, and see how you can become that person. And once you're that person, you're only going to attract people like that. You're only going to attract people like that. And they will even want to be like that in your presence, because they can see, oh my god, this girl say she's gonna do this, and she, like, I love her integrity, I love how she carries herself, she's a true role model. Like, I want to be friends with her and even learn from her, so they even be inspired by you. So my dolls, we have come to the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know by liking and commenting, and let me know your key takeaways in this video. Like, did you have an aha moment where you're like, oh my god, I just realized this? Let me know your key takeaways, and like I always say, do not forget to have a feminine touch in everything you do. Bye.